today is the 2nd of February, 2025. It is approximately 6:07 a.m. Central Time. Today's a special day for us on the Legal Wars podcast because today, again, the second live in a row, right after this content airs, we're going to be doing interviews with Ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of different interviews I've been doing over the past few months, but it's a premiere. And after it premieres, it's members only content. So once again, I want to remind everybody that the content for members is available. You know what I'm saying? I did 4 interviews. I got now, after today, 2 full-length vlogs, like 23 plus minute vlogs, 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? So once again, that membership's only $2.99. So that's content I have for you guys for if y'all are watching this after it was pre-recorded. In the meantime, in between time, man, we're gonna take a few minutes, let people jump up in the stream. I got Fox News on today in the background, so I'm gonna just cut that up real quick. We're gonna do our little dance. Let some people jump up in here, then we'll get started.
And the media, the idea that they would rather focus on sob stories about illegals who are being deported instead of the true horrifying, nightmarish stories about people like her daughter and others who have suffered under these policies as a direct result of the intentional policies of people like Joe Biden. It's just appalling.
And it's wonderful that the White House decided to respond to that post.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez, is a very influential person on Instagram, in pop culture and youth culture, and to respond and to humanize Rachel Moore and all the victims and their families, I think was wildly important. Jake Vance has also doubled on this. And he has been engaging in, I think, one of the most interesting discussions that I've been seeing online, which is he has been calling out those on the left, like Selena Gomez, and saying, there is an order of love. And love, it's a very, he's bringing Thomas Aquinas back, I think it's kind of great. He's saying, you first start with your immediate family, and then it moves out to your neighborhood, and then it moves out to your town, and then it moves out to, your state, and then it moves out to your country. And then after that, you can care about people, start to care about, you got to prioritize those in other countries. And I think that's what Patty Moore was getting at. You may be of Mexican descent, Selena Gomez, but you are an American, and you don't seem to care about my daughter, who is a fellow citizen. Bravo to her, and bravo to J.D. Vance for articulating. If they haven't seen this debate online, you really should go and look at it. And we should break it down because I think it's amazing.
Yeah, he's getting flack. He's saying,
good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. As y'all come in, I ask that y'all hit a thumbs up on the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. We talking about the Trump tariffs this morning. I got the Fox News on in the background, man. Angel Mom Slim Selena Gomez ignoring victims of migrant crimes. You know what I'm saying? What you guys think about that, man? This immigration. But today we talking about tariffs, man. As I said, as you guys come in, if y'all will, y'all hit a thumbs up on that video for your boy. Good morning, everyone. You kicking it with Ghostwriter, man, this morning. As you guys come in, I ask that y'all double tap the screen, like the video. If y'all enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Most importantly, jump down in that comment section. You know what I'm saying? Let your voices be heard, guys. Today, we're going to talk about those Trump tariffs. Trump been threatening those tariffs for a long time, and he finally did it. So, guys, I just want to let you guys know that directly following this stream at 9 o'clock a.m., we will have an airing of a new documentary. Let's see. I see the Express Vision. He said, this is who just about the whole world voted for. I don't know who tripping on his actions. You said the whole world voted for, sir? Why would you say the world voted for him? You know what I'm saying? He won a good deal of votes in America. But I'm saying, you saying the whole world voted for it, and I'm not saying I was tripping on his action. We're going to go over that in a second. Bomb says the things are about to get crazy again, bro. For some of us, they've been crazy. They always been crazy. He said America voted for him. The Express Vision said, guys, we're going to talk about that. Let's keep going with the content, though. Guys, directly following this stream at 9 a.m., we're going to have an airing of a new documentary called Interviews with Ghostwriters. In the month of January, I traveled 1,000 miles across Texas Triangle, boots on the ground, talking to the Texas voters, asking them what means the most to them. Once again, guys, it airs today, directly following this live stream. Also, I must remind you about channel memberships. They start at $2.99. We have members-only content for full-length interviews, as well as 2 20-plus minute documentaries. And guys, I will be bringing the viewer's choice content, and I ask that all my mods and anyone else wants to become a member of the channel, we appreciate your support. Oh, Bomb, so you said that's why you say again. So look, Bomb, this is what I wanted to say. I'm going to go over this content. So listen, and I want you guys to tell me what y'all think about this. So I thought about him firing all these government people, and I was like, man, that just sounds crazy. It looks crazy. I don't know what's going on. But how many of us have been inside of a government agency and got good service? I didn't say bad service. I said good service. Whether it's the driver's license place or whether it's the Social Security office, anything to do with the government at all. How many of us have been in there and got good service? That's what I'm saying. So if you're seeing Trump come in and he's the executive of the federal government and he coming in there firing everybody, I don't know if that's all a bad thing. What you guys think? You see what I'm saying? Because I see areas to where the employees of the government, like, they do seem like they have an attitude or could be lazy or have bad customer service, definitely. Roderick says nowhere. Bomb says he served in the military 21 years. Thank you for your service, sir. I don't know necessarily if we're talking about military people. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if he's firing military people besides the top brass. I think he's firing regular government people that we walk inside and see every day, and they don't do their jobs that good. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. Guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into the content. This information was brought to you in part by Shania Shelton, Adrien Volk, and Tori Powell for CNN. So, tariff deadline, if you guys have not heard that President Trump, he stayed true to his word. He said he will stick to his pledge to impose aggressive new tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China. The White House says details on the new taxes on foreign imports will be available by midday Saturday. It's already out there. Experts warn that the move could have widespread effects on the economy. How many of you guys have heard about the tariffs? Ben Dover says, can you talk about the Luca trade? Yes, sir, I will in just a second. The White House confirmed that President Donald Trump will impose a 25% tariff on goods from Mexico and China, two of the largest suppliers of agricultural products to the United States, on Saturdays. These tariffs could drive up food prices for our average shopper at a time when rising grocery prices are already a concern for us Americans. Guys, like, let me see. So Roger said you got to look at it. The other country or look at us like we're weak from buying, got us been all laughing at us. Sir Brian C., good morning. Everybody, right now, y'all better go like Brian C. $2, man. He jump in here, show his boys some love. Roger, I'm going to address that before I continue with the content real quick. So he said the other countries are laughing at us. I hear what you're saying, Roger, and I'm saying that's the sentiment. And Roger, I understand that's the sentiment. Trump won the election. Who can sit here and argue with that? He has some sort of a mandate. It might not be the mandate that the Republicans say he has, but he has some sort of a mandate. So I will give you that. But I'm just, bro, just telling what's going on and the way that it looks, man. I'm saying, like, He won the election. Brian C., I think you can agree with me, and Roderick, you can too. Trump won the election off of the promises to lower grocery prices, housing. I see my boy Bomb with that $1.99 super sticker right now. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Trump won the election, man, from promises to lower groceries and housing and all these other things. So we're just going to talk about the tariffs, and we're going to ask whether or not it's going to lower the prices on things. Okay, guys? So I just want y'all to understand, like, where I'm coming from when I'm giving y'all this content. Okay, guys, let's keep going. So two countries supply a significant share of several key food groups. For example, Mexico is the largest supplier of fruit and vegetables to the United States, while Canada leads in exports of grain, livestock, meats, poultry, and more. So, guys, remember that. Okay? So Trump has a 25% tariff that he promised that he would do, and he did. And Canada has already came back and said that they're going to retaliate, okay? Which we probably knew that they would do. But I want you guys to keep in mind, okay? Do not forget that President Trump, okay, regardless of what y'all want to say, President Trump won this election because of housing prices, grocery prices, gas prices. People connected that inflation in the economy, they connected that with immigration. But I could promise you, Brian C., 1,000%, if that economy was good to the point where people felt it in their pocketbooks, Joe Biden would be 47. So y'all don't forget that. So what I'm saying, Good Times TV, I'm saying it's a gamble, in my opinion, whenever you won the election off of the fact that you're going to lower grocery prices. But tariffs are sure to drive up the food prices for the average shopper. You see what I'm saying? I mean, from Mexico, the largest supplier of fruits and vegetables. So should we count on fruits and vegetables to go higher? You think that's going to hurt or help Trump? Canada, grain, bread, livestock, meats, poultry. You think that's going to hurt or help America? Good Time said you was wrong to begin and improve. Listen, sir, this isn't a right or wrong situation, man. We just talking about the tariffs. That's all we talking about, sir. Good Times TV. I didn't say someone's going to win or lose the election. I'm just telling you about the tariffs. I'm not saying it's going to hurt us. That's for y'all to talk about down below in the comments. Y'all discuss that. I'm just giving y'all the news and an opinion, okay? The facts is that Mexico is the largest supplier of fruit and vegetables to the United States. So Trump put a 25% tariff on Mexico. Mexico gonna retaliate. So, bro, grain's going up in Canada, livestock, meats, poultry, fruits, and vegetables. That's why he won the election. VP Harris said it. She said that your grocery prices aren't getting cheaper, they're gonna go higher. Brian C., tell me where I'm wrong at, my brother. Y'all tell me where I'm lying at. I'm not saying the end of the story. He knows what he's doing. He's shaking things up. He won the election. All of that y'all saying is right. All I'm talking about is the tariffs right now. Guys, if y'all are in here, aloha kitty, good morning, baby. Guys, y'all in here, I ask y'all double tap the screen for me, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. If you want to be like my boy Brian C., you want to show your boy some love, hit that super chat button, and your donations are much appreciated. Let's keep going with the content, guys. Beyond food, Mexico and Canada are among the United States' largest trade partners overall. Good Times TV, all we asking is why do it to Mexico and Canada? Brian C., MAGA, any of my Republicans in the chat, we just asking why you doing it to Mexico and Canada. U.S. largest trade partners overall. You're going to declare war on. They rank in the top 3 countries for total goods the U.S. imports. Some of the top goods the U.S. relies on from them include vehicles, vehicle parts, oil, and electronics. So your electronics going higher. Oil, the price of to get your oil change, it's going to be higher. Cars going to go higher. Didn't VP Harris say this? Aloha Kitty, baby. Did VP Harris say this? This is all I'm saying. Look, I'm going to get down in the comments in just a second, okay? Con says keep it in America. We understand to keep it in America, baby. You feel me? But I'm saying that we paying the price. That's what I'm saying. You cutting taxes for them 34 billionaires you got with you, and we paying the price for it. That's what VP Harris said was going to happen. Y'all, come on, MAGA. Let's do it, man. We're going to have a debate this morning. What Brian C. say, Canada tariffs plan on the U.S. could cause their country to collapse. Yeah, it could. But that's another thing, Brian C. I'm saying you're going to do that to your your neighbors, your two biggest allies. Brian, you're going to go to your neighbors and you're going to slap your neighbors in the face. Hey, listen, he won the election. He said he was going to do it. So, MAGA, don't get me wrong now. I'm just asking questions. I'm just invoking thought. That's all I'm doing, okay? Mexico was the largest trade partner for the United States in 2024, followed by Canada and China. So he's going after the largest trade partners. Together, Canada and Mexico accounted for 28.2 of all the United States imports. That's like a third. Sterlo said, we're going to see. Sterlo, what I want to hear you to say, what I want to hear one of y'all MAGA people say, okay? I'm going to keep going with the content. What I want to hear one of y'all MAGA people say is he's doing that because of, in the end, he's going to do, in the end, Brian C., he's going to do because of, what's the plan? I don't know the plan. I'm not a MAGA person. I'm just trying to figure out the plan. That's it. Because I'm saying how it looks on the surface. We're going to go to all the firing too, all the firings. I'm just saying how it looks on the surface, man. It don't look good. President Trump is planning, okay, we already said that, the 25% tariff. He did it on Saturday on Canada and Mexico. And then the 10% tariff on China. You know what I'm saying? It's making a signature campaign promise and core economic philosophy of his administration reality. And Brian C. been on here before. He said, oh, Brian, oh, okay, I'm sorry, my brother. He's not MAGA. But Brian, you've been on here before, and you heard me talk highly of the Trump tariffs. I've seen them work. The Democrats seen them work too. Joe Biden seen them work too, because he kept some of them in place. So I'm not saying that they're not going to work, y'all. I'm just trying to say, what's the end game? That's all I'm asking y'all. What's the end game? Y'all tell me if y'all know, okay? Now, with implications from everything from oil to autos to the U.S. consumer. But for many companies across the economy, the preparations for a new tariffs war began long ago, well before Trump took the 2024 election. We can't, and no one can argue with that, okay? From large companies in consumer sectors like Walmart, Columbia Sportswear, and Lenovo, to a wide range of critical goods for infrastructure projects, importers moved quickly throughout 2024 to get as much product as they could and get it to the United States. So they were ready for this. Conversations with clients on bringing in their products ahead of possible tariffs began as far back as March of last year. They were really ready for this, right? Says Paul Basher, Vice President of Global Supply Chain at Its Logistics, with components used in infrastructure projects, one of the biggest product segments being brought into the country early. A lot of those infrastructure/construction budgets were made 2 or 3 years ago. An additional 20% in costs could blow those budgets out the water, Brasher said. So you need to get them in before the tariffs so you could protect the bottom line. Solar panels, backup power supply items, racks, and lithium batteries used in data centers were identified by Import Genius as some additional items being front loaded. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. I ask if y'all hadn't already that y'all double tap that screen. You like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you enjoying the content. Most importantly, guys, jump down in the comment section like y'all see these people and just join in the conversation, man. That's what we do on the Legal Wars podcast. It don't matter you Republican, Democrat, Independent, like we don't care. We just want to hear your voice. Brian Sterlo, I'm sorry, my brother. I see your comment. I'm going to get to you in a second. Let me get my mods in here real quick. Brian C says, I don't think prices on new cars will go up because dealerships have a hard time getting cars off the lot right now. So what Brian C's saying is, well, he thinks that's actually going to make them go down, or they're going to stay the same. He's saying that they ain't going to go up. But Brian C, what that's going to do is that's going to cut into their bottom lines. And I think that's not going to work good for them, and they'll be upset about that. But what I want to know is what the end game, what President Trump's end game. So if there's any MAGA people or something like that in the chat, y'all let me know. Aloha Kitty says, yep, all food coming in Mexico like avocados are going to be thought through the roof. Not how I enjoy my guacamole. Look, I'll say this right now. Aloha Kitty has said the whole time when I believed in President Trump, y'all go back and watch the streams. That young lady has said the whole time, Brian C., I think you might have seen some of her comments. She said that the price of groceries were not going to go down. The whole time when she was supporting VP Harris, she said that. You see what I'm saying? She said they were going to go up, and that's what we see happening. Look, guys, I'm not saying tariffs don't work. I understand tariffs work. I understand in the way that President Trump governs to where he wants to cut taxes for a Republican leader, he does it the best. You see what I'm saying? Because if you cut taxes, where are you going to get that income from for the government that you lost with tax revenue? And he getting it back from tariffs. But what I'm saying, it's coming out of our pockets. So let's look at this. Let's look at the facts of it. So he gonna give the 34 billionaires with them a tax break, and then we gonna have to pay the taxes that they. Is that right? I don't know, guys. Y'all let me know. Get down in the comments. It's discussion time, guys. We've been hearing about the tariffs the entire time, and as much as I don't agree with President Trump on everything, and what appears to be an assault against the poor, or an assault against the protection of American rights. I have to be honest and say President Trump, he promised these tariffs. He ran on the tariffs and he won on the tariffs. See, that's the difference between me and a lot of people. I'm going to just be honest. It don't matter how I feel. I care about the truth. And the truth is, regardless of how I feel or what I don't understand, regardless of what I feel or what I don't understand, the truth is that President Trump promised the tariffs. Is that true or not true? He promised them, he ran on them, and he won on them. If you ask me how I feel personally, I would say there's a chance the tariffs work, and in the end, Trump comes out looking like a hero, but it's real risky. It's a roll of the dice. Guys, it's discussion time. Jump down in the comments. Let's talk about it. What you think about the tariffs? Tariffs on China was expected, and although he promised you, think the tariffs on Mexico and Canada, close allies of America, how that would directly affect the U.S. economy? Do you guys think that was a good idea? Y'all jump down in the comments and let me know. Guys, I ask that if y'all hadn't already, y'all double tap that screen, like the video. It's free to show your boys some love. Subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the content, hit that notification bell. And guys, that super chat, that super thanks, super sticker button. If you guys want to donate to the channel like my boy Brian C did already, start a discussion, hit that button with the $1 in it, and your donations are much appreciated. What y'all think? What's he doing, y'all? Even if you ain't a Trump supporter, you didn't vote for Trump, y'all know what he's doing. Y'all got some information. Throw it down below in the chat. Starlaw says, if property taxes, electricity, and gas goes down, everything else should go down. That's an if, though. And sir, it's like, when is it going to go down? That's what I'm saying. What's the end game? We don't have to know the end game. He can know the end game. If in the end, if it works, he's a hero. But what I'm saying in the interim, Aloha Kitty, baby, with that $10 sticker. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You see how the young lady, Miss Aloha Kitty, I just want to let you guys know, too, to give y'all a heads up. Miss Aloha Kitty, she is the head moderator in the stream. This is her stream. So, guys, she is probably the only female I've seen in here, which she is often. So, you guys, please show her the proper respect. Okay, let's just be civilized and have a conversation. So, guys, look, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that he might have an end game. I don't know his end game. I know the situation before where he got in a trade war with China before. I know the farmers were hurt behind that. I know that for a fact. Research. Y'all remember that? The last trade war he got into with China, the farmers got hurt. All the money he got from China, he had to give it to the farmers. All but like $5 billion. You see what I'm saying? But I also know, because I'm independent and I'm going to be right in the middle, I'm going to be fair. I also know Trump has some tariffs that's still in place right now from when he was in president the first time. So you hear how the Democrats, they all get after Trump. Trump got tariffs that's still in place from when he was president last time. So Joe Biden and them left them in place. So some of them do work. So I'm not saying that they don't work. All I'm saying in the interim, Miss Aloha Kitty, he comes into office in the first 2 weeks, okay? We're going to talk about him firing all the employees. He comes into the office first 2 weeks, firing all the employees. He tries to freeze student loans and student grants. That was a mistake because he backtracked on it and he walked it back. That's how I'm saying that's a mistake. That's not an opinion. That's facts. That's a mistake because he backtracked on it, okay? He put tariffs, which is going to immediately raise the price of goods on us. Immediately. On us, regular people. Congress, I ain't heard nothing from Congress saying none of this went through Congress. The American people aren't in agreement with all of this. We see wildfires everywhere. I know that's God in nature. We see planes falling out the sky. It look like chaos. Jermaine says, drill, baby, drill. That's what they need to do, Jermaine. That's what he needs to do. He did declare an energy crisis. So I'm saying they're going to drill. That's 1,000%. But I'm saying, like, the tariffs, you guys know how much oil. Look, this is what I want y'all to do right now when I go turn that heat down. Because y'all know in Texas, the weather is like kind of, you know what I'm saying, crazy. It'll be like 30 degrees at night and it'll be 90 degrees in the morning. Listen, guys, I want y'all to, I'm asking y'all a question. Y'all bring this to my attention. Help me understand something. Mr. Jermaine, he said, instead of us paying taxes, make them pay it. Jermaine, I agree with that. But I'm saying, listen, you're going to cut taxes on billionaires. You got 34 billionaires around you in your cabinet. That's his, bro, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a crime. I'm just saying, I'm just telling y'all, you got 34 billionaires around you in your cabinet. So you're going to cut taxes, bro. Okay, what can you say? Republicans have done that for decades, okay? But you cut taxes, and cutting taxes, you're going to impose tariffs that's going to raise the prices. Because y'all got to remember, President Trump won this election because of inflation. Y'all tell me why I'm wrong. He won the election due to inflation. Guys, tell me where I'm wrong. Am I right or wrong? President Trump won that election due to inflation. So you telling me, so the American voters voted for you because the price of eggs was too high. And you told them, y'all remember that press conference, Brian C., that he had, where he had a press conference where he had a bunch of cereal and eggs and everything. He was talking about stuff being too high. So the American people voted for you because the stuff too high. VP Harris said when you get in there, she said you was going to do this. How many of y'all heard her say this? She said on an average of $4,000 per American family. So I'm saying you come into office, so I just want to know, is there an end game? Can any MAGA people, any Republican people, any people in the know, could y'all tell me what's President Trump's end game? That's all I want to know, bro. Listen, anytime you rebuild stuff, and I'm going to be as honest and fair about this as I possibly can. Anytime you rebuild something, you got to start from scratch. You got to take it apart. You got to put it back together. So that might be what he's doing. He said that the government needs to be rebuilt. He said that. Y'all see how I'm a fair and honest person. So I understand that he might be like trying to take it apart. That's what I'm saying. If somebody knows what he's doing, because he's got to have some kind of strategy. He's not coming up there. Listen, I understand he's probably upset about what happened in 2020. And I'm not going to say that some of what he's saying is true. There were irregularities with the election. There's no proof that he was cheated out of it, but there was things that weren't right with the election. So I could understand he didn't came in here, he mad, but I'm saying, is this all about him being upset, or is tearing everything down a part of making America great again? In the comments, guys, we having a discussion. What's up, Johnny boy? What's up? What's up? Y'all tell me. The King says, I don't have a, let me see. He says, cheap energy, more competitive, lower prices. The King, listen though, sir, I understand what you're saying about cheap energy, and I don't think none of us disagree with that. But what we saying is, this isn't about cheap energy. This is about what's finna happen to us. When you won the election, because of grocery prices and those tariffs is about to immediately, not next week, not next month, immediately raise the price on fruits, on vegetables, on bread, on chicken, on eggs. Miss Aloha said, will you guys please like, subscribe to the channel? If you enjoying the content, hit the notification bell. And guys, jump down in the comments and somebody please tell me what's President Trump's end game. I know President Trump a businessman. James Everett, I'm sorry. I want to read that though, James. I have to. What my boy James said. I got to. I like that. He said he wants to shop American, not from these other companies. American companies will get the tax deduction and maintain the lower prices, while the foreign companies will have to. Okay, so I understand that. I'm saying that's the Make America Great Again thing. That's his overall what he's after. But I'm saying, you saying, good morning, Colin. My brother has seen you in a while, my brother. Everybody, please, right now, go like Colin's sticker. Everybody, please, 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 please. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, I understand, sir, Mr. James. I understand you saying that's the Make America Great Again thing. So that's what Trump's, look, okay, so y'all, hold on a second, y'all, please give me just a second. So guys, y'all know how we have goals. So say we got business goals. So Trump only got a 4-year business plan. Y'all feel me on that? Because you know what I'm saying? It's only he's only gonna serve 4 years. So I'm saying his 4-year goal is what James said. He wants to buy American, do this, and do this. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, what I don't understand is what's his short-term goal? When is he gonna pivot to whatever the plan is? Is he going hard on China? Because I don't see y'all saying it. Colin's saying he been working a lot. Thinks it's summer. Look, what I'm saying is what his short-term goals are. I don't understand. I don't understand what his short-term goals are, because how it looks like, to me, it just looks like he's doing things that will hurt the American consumer in the short run. And I'm not saying that it's gonna, like, he doesn't have a plan, because obviously he does have a plan. I'm saying the 4-year plan might be victory, or the 3-year plan. But I'm just saying in the short-term goal, it just doesn't look like, you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what y'all saying. So Jermaine said it's like a TV. He puts tariffs on the TV. They put a high price on the TV. And then he says we have a choice to buy another, but those TVs already came in. We get the money. And Jermaine, we understand that. And I understand Trump is the tariff president. He's the economy president. He's the president. But what I'm saying is, Jermaine, what about us right now, today? Our groceries are going to go higher today, now. So we're paying a tax. It might not only last 6 months, or it might last a year, or it might last 3 months. It's the end game for President Trump to secure a better trade deal for America with Canada. Is that what he's doing? Is it the art of the negotiation? Like, that's what I'm looking for y'all to tell me something like that. Because what I'm saying is, listen, guys, I'm an independent. I'm right in the middle. Okay, Yvette, y'all tell me. I'm right in the middle. On the right-hand side, I hear the Republicans saying, hey, Trump won. He said he was going to do this. He know what he's doing. Y'all shut up. On the left-hand side, I hear the Democrats say, we told y'all that here come that crazy stuff. We told y'all it was coming. Everything we said is true. Eggs ain't went down, gas ain't went down, everything about to go up. That's what they saying on the left. So I'm in the middle, on the right or the left. I don't know which side to believe. I don't know who telling the truth. I don't know what to believe. All I'm knowing is what we seeing happening right now. That's what VP Harris said. She said that he gonna try to be a dictator. So what that means is you come in and try to change the Constitution from the president's chair. That's what she said he gonna do. I heard his side of the story. I know why he said he doing it, and I hearing their side. I don't know what to believe. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what's going on. Somebody help me out, please. Colin says Yvette, Project 2025 is not the plan. But Colin, I understand, my brother, where she coming from, because it just seems like that. All that stuff that was in Project 20, it's about optics. Like for the independents, Colin, are scratching their head. They're like, man, they don't know what's going on. Because look, he came in with his executive orders, Colin, to this point. He got pushback from the public. It's the bro, y'all know Trump don't never back down from nothing. Y'all tell me where I told a lie at. You know Trump don't never back down. Am I right or wrong? Truth or not? No truth. Trump don't never back down. So Trump signs an executive order wanting to freeze student loans. So he gonna stop everybody from getting a student loan or a grant. You know how hard the public pushed back on that? So he rescinded it. He backed down. So that's what I'm saying. He's already, like, if you writing an executive order that you sure about, but you taking it back, to me, it's like, does he know what he's doing? I know he got the game plan. But like Yvette said, Colin, about Project 2025, it looks like he's going along with some kind of script. We just don't know what the script is. Johnny Boy said his plan is to bring America's companies home to get foreign business, set up America. Apple made billions and Ireland benefits from that. We know that, Johnny Boy. And Johnny Boy, listen, I'm not a Democrat. You see me with my red, what my boy Colin at? It ain't a MAGA hat, Colin, but whenever you ready to do the stream, I'm ready to get the MAGA hat. You feel me? I'm an independent. Johnny Boy, I heard him say that. Johnny Boy, I seen his economy. I seen the GDP. I seen the growth from 2017 to 2019. I'm an independent. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, because what it looks like what VP Harris is saying is true. Does that make sense to y'all? And I'm saying right now, Republican Party, Elon, y'all pay attention, because the independents on the fence. The Republicans, you know what I'm saying? But the independents on the fence. Colin says, why do black people have to separate from America? Stand together, Americans fight for our company. Colin, I don't know if black people really want to separate from America. Trump got more support from black people than any Republican in a long time. Trump cool in black circles. I promise you that. I'm talking about hip hop culture and stuff. Trump, you could be a black person and be cool and support Trump. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you in 2025. A lot of that stuff has changed. But Colin, I feel where you're coming from, Colin, and I know you was responding to something someone else saying. But Colin, not to play devil's advocate, but that's what I have to do if I'm being fair and unbiased. But what I'm saying is, it just seems like that he's attacking not just black people. It just seemed like he attacking women's rights too. That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like he attacking women's rights too. But he might not be. You feel what I'm saying? He might not be, y'all. That's why I'm leaving the floor to y'all. So y'all tell me what's going on. Starlo says black people aren't going nowhere when they are prosperous here in America. Like Trump said, he gonna honor Martin Luther King's Day, and I want to say Happy Black History Month too. You know what I'm saying? Happy Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? And to my boy Colin in the stream, he a white. Happy My Brother Month, Colin. And to Brian C. in the stream, he white. Happy My Brother Month, Brian C. You know what I'm saying? And to the black people, happy Martin Luther King. The DEI stuff, that stuff don't mean nothing to me. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. It don't matter what color you are. You feel me? But I'm not too sure. Like I've heard black people say for the longest time that Trump was racist. How many of y'all in this stream feel like Trump is racist? If y'all think Trump is racist, y'all put a Y in the stream. I'm not going to do no poll like that on President Trump. If y'all think President Trump is racist, y'all put a Y in the stream. I just want to see who think President Trump is racist. Because I defended him on this for the longest time. Me personally, I don't think he personally is a racist, but I think he aligns himself with people who are racist. I think sometimes he aligns himself with people who are racist. Pam says she don't think President Trump's a racist. I never did say he was. Egypt says, when was America great? Egypt, I mean, I don't know what you, Egypt Bay, he said, when was America been great? Egypt, I don't know where you been at. What stats you looking at? Because you talking about the #1 economy in the world, the #1 military in the world, the #1 everything in the world. America has always been great. America's still great. While he's saying to make America great again, he's saying make America greater than what it is right now. America been great. Janetta, good morning, baby. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? The king says nope, and even if he was, his personal feelings have nothing to do with the job. Yes, it does, though, the king. I don't think he a racist, but bro, listen, how many people in this stream? So y'all saying that even if he was a racist, it's okay. How you gonna be the president of all of America if you're a racist? Because the king, what I want you to do right now, I want you to jump down in your Google, Bing, Microsoft, whatever you use for your search engine. And I want you to do the demographics of the United States. And if the white people, somebody do that for me, because if white people are the majority, they're barely. So you saying 40% of the country are minorities. How can you be racist? Colin said, when was America ever great? Look at our Constitution. Colin, it ain't just our Constitution, man. Look at our economy. Look at our military. America always been great. I could not be an American or never want to be an American again. I'm not a fact denier. I admit facts. I'm a fact person. I'm a truth person. Even when it's ugly, I believe in truth. Miss Janetta says, y'all please like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Guys, I just want to let y'all know, I want to thank y'all. We having a lovely conversation. We're going to keep it going. I got more prepared content. We're going to get good into it, deep into it, talking politics on this Sunday morning. But guys, directly following this stream at 9:00 a.m., we have interviews with Ghostwriter. It's a full documentary. It's 23 minutes. I interviewed a bunch of different people, boots on the ground, hearing from the Texas voters. Premiere directly following this video, 9 a.m. I wanted to say, guys, too, that channel membership's only $2.99. So if any of you guys would like to become a member of the channel, we would love for you to join the family here on the Legal Wars podcast. Guys, if y'all haven't already, I ask that y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you enjoying the content. And guys, that super chat, again, super thanks button. If you guys want to donate to the channel or start a conversation, hit that button with that $ in it, and your donations are much appreciated. The king says, because he can't pass a law that says black people have to pay more at the grocery store, there's a difference between being a racist and applying that racism. King, that's deep. And that's true. And ain't nobody could do that in 2025. A racist can't just come out and say that they're racist, because they'll lose a whole lot. You feel me? But what I think, Colin, what more or less what we talking about, not necessarily is he racist. What I think they trying to say, and I ain't trying to be their attorney or nothing, they ain't paying me. I don't think they trying to say that he's racist. I think they're trying to say that his policies might be racist. I think that's what they say. They might be like somebody said earlier, he might not be racist personally, but they're saying, like, when you're going against Medicaid, most people on Medicaid are black people. A lot of people are black. When you're talking about student loans, probably 90% of black people and Hispanics going to school off of student aid. When you talking about touching stuff that it seems like it affects primarily the black community. So I'm not saying that he racist, but I think what people are trying to say is that his policies might feel like they're racist. Running Shaky says Mexico and Canada just slapped the U.S. with tariffs too. What should Trump's next move be? Bro, listen, this is what I'm saying. I don't know what his end game is. Listen, the overall make America great again. So bring the American businesses back, hire American, build American. That, bro, I don't have no problem with that. You want to bring back the 80s or the 70s or the 60s, the roaring American economy? I don't have no problem with that. My only thing is I don't know what his end game is. I don't know what it is. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what his end game is. If I know what his game is, I know what the moves he should make. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you what I think. This is what I think. So I think, y'all know he said he's a negotiator, the art of the deal. So what I think, President Trump, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get the stream to say because I don't know what he's doing. But what I'm saying, I think I know this for a fact. Y'all hold on real quick. Look, I know this for a fact, y'all. I said this. If y'all go back and view the content before, I've said this before, that the United States needs a new trade agreement. For the first time ever, the United States were importing, the richest country in the world, with all the resources that we have. We got a lot of resources in this rich country. It's not like Saudi Arabia being rich and they're in the desert. I'm saying we got fertile ground, we got desert. America blessed, okay, naturally blessed. Well, all the resources that we have in this country, okay, it's just mind-boggling that America would be importing more for the first time. So if y'all go back and read the content, I said that we need a free trade agreement. Listening to Trump talk about how America is getting taken advantage of. Let me read Colin real quick. He says, he's talking to Sterlo. He says, U.S. Americans and legal immigrants have to abide by the laws and regulations. I agree with that. But look, so Trump talking about how countries are taking advantage of America. So like, if I'm thinking that, okay, he's just doing these tariffs and it's just a temporary thing so he can make a good deal with Canada, a good trade deal. So he's just positioning. He letting Canada know, hey, we got the big stick over here. This the world's, you our neighbor, but this the world's biggest economy. It's a new sheriff in town. I don't like how y'all getting down, so I got to come in here and shake things up. So we're going to start with you, Canada. If his end game is to get a good trade deal, I don't know what his time span is on that. Is he giving himself 6 months? Because he's got to know what he's doing is affecting the American consumer. So if I was Canada or Mexico, I would got to be thinking in my mind, he's not going to keep them tariffs there permanently. It's not going to last forever. So I don't know what his end game is. Is it 6 months? Is it a year? Is it 2 years? Is it till he get a good deal? That's what I'm saying, because I know he's going to be negotiating that with them for a good deal. So I don't know what his end game is. If I knew what his end game, I could tell you. If I'm trying to break them, that's why it's called a trade war. And you got to have a certain amount of courage or guts to partake in this in the first place. If I was trying to break them, if that was my goal to break them, and they came back with tariffs against me, I think you gotta ante up, right? You might not ante up immediately, but eventually you got to hit them back. If the goal is to get it, if he's trying to use this as a negotiating tool, because see, y'all didn't tell me. I asked y'all 1,000 times. Y'all heard me. What was Trump doing? I don't know what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? When VP Harris was running for president, like I could know some things that her campaign's doing. I don't know what they doing over there. I was never, you see what I'm saying, tapped in with nobody on that side. So I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all what they doing. The King says, good discussion, sir. I appreciate it, sir. Everybody in here right now, the King, Y'all see him? If y'all go like that $4.99 super sticker, if any of y'all want to donate to the channel, I appreciate it. Thank you for your love. Also, guys, it's $2.99 to become a member of the channel. So, guys, directly following this, we have a premiere. Okay, it's like 20-something minutes. It's called Interviews with Ghostwriter. Bro, I went all across the Texas Triangle, boots on the ground, traveled 1,000 miles, talking to the voters, 9 a.m. directly following this stream. Guys, channel memberships are $2.99. But I appreciate that, the King. Bro, I don't know what the man's end game is. That's why I can't tell you the next move. But I gotta say, if he's trying to position for a deal, like I said, I know he's not going to wait too long because he knows the damage that is causing the American people. And the American people might call foul right now, but in 6 months or 7 months or 8 months, if they win behind it, then ain't nobody going to remember it. So he knows what he's got going on. He knows what he's doing. I just don't know. And I'm saying it just looks kind of funny to me. But I was just trying to see what y'all were saying. Marsha says, your life is what you put into it. Live in the past and you will be miserable. Miss Marsha, I don't have no idea what you're talking about. Big D says, foreign companies own more farmland in America. The American farmer is a dying profession. Well, Big D, you might be onto something. And President Trump might be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Aloha says, thank you, the King. We appreciate it, sir, for your kind donation. Being in. Guys, I want to say, guys, y'all enjoying the content. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. That's free. That notification bell, that's free. Y'all double tap the screen, like the video, that's free. And if y'all want to become a member of the channel, like y'all could join the family, $2.99. We would surely appreciate it. Ben says, if Trump wanted things to benefit me, he would not have raised my taxes in 2016 by taking away my ability to claim work expenses and mileage in my taxes. I don't know what to say about that, man. I don't know if that's Trump doing that. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea if that's Trump doing that. Johnny Boy says, you can thank Biden for that scenario. So he said Trump ain't doing that. Biden doing that. So the King says tariffs won't affect things that American uses the most, such as food or anything made in America. Now, if you want that new surround system, no, the King, that's not all the way correct. Tariffs will affect things. Not things made in America, but tariffs are going to affect Mexico. 25% tariffs on Mexican goods. Mexico already said they retaliate. You know what I'm saying? That's going to drive up the prices of fruits and vegetables. That's the only reason why I'm talking about it. Because if he was just doing something that was off the cuff, that was him on the side doing it, ain't nobody care about that. But I'm saying it's going to drive up the price of fruits and vegetables. Guys, we keep going with the content, though, okay, guys? Keep going. What's the impact of President Trump's tariffs? What's the impact of his tariffs? When it comes to the impact of the tariffs, companies are very granular and they're very concrete, says Josh Tittelbaum, a senior counsel of Aiken, which has been advising his clients to prepare for swiftness with President Trump's tariff plans. They were ready for it and not get bogged down in debates over the efficiency of tariffs as an economic policy. They're not interested in academic questions about what the principles are and whether or not the specific tool can be theoretically justified to use this particular tariff. They want to know, when is it going to impact me and about how much and which products. That's all they want to know. Bringing in products early requires storing them in warehouses, and that incurs additional costs. Warehouse costs are folded into the price of the product. In the end, the consumer will pay, Brasher said. In the case of infrastructure project equipment storage, companies absorb the cost, but it's better than paying the tariff. He added, bro, they ready. These businesses, they seen it coming. What being said, he said Trump signed a bill, Paul Ryan wrote. Yes, indeed. That's true. Aloha Kitty agree with that. Okay. Let's keep going. Bringing in products early. Okay. We already said that. While the market's largest companies can afford to bring in products in early, we talking about Walmart's, we talking about Apple's, we talking about Amazon's, of course. A strategy called front loading. Not all companies can afford to take that approach. I don't know what'll happen, said Rick Muskrat, president of the family-owned shoe retailer Deer Stags. Y'all heard of Deer Stags before? Which imports about 2 million pairs of shoes a year, and about 98% of their men's and boys' shoes made in China are sold in Macy's, Kohl's, JCPenney's, and on Amazon. Trump threatened to ultimately impose tariffs up to 60% on products from China. And that's what Muskrat said. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all get where I'm coming from? China threatened to impose, Trump threatened to impose tariffs on China up to 60%, but he only imposed 10% tariffs on China. So somebody behind the scene is doing the math on the Trump team. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Because he threatened 60%. He only did 10%. Muskrat says the company's razor-thin margins profit it from front-loading products, and consumers may ultimately have to pay. We'll increase our price. That hurts us. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he don't know what he's doing. The retailer will either accept it or they won't accept it. 95% of the time, y'all, in this day and time, they're not going to accept it. What retailer you know is accepting charges? Y'all let me know. So you telling me I own a business, okay? And whatever they got going on, you want to sow. This what I sell right here, these stomach pills. And so you didn't raise the price of this for 50 cents on me. You eating into my profit 50 cents. So you saying I'm going to eat this, I'm going to accept it. Them businesses are not American businesses. They ain't accepting nothing. You know who they going to charge? They don't care nothing about you. They going to charge you for that. You know that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Muskrat said. He said, we'll increase our price. He said they'll accept it or they won't. If they accept it, he said they'll increase their price if they accept it. Then the consumer will be left with no other choice. There will be sticker shock. Listen, this is all I'm saying. Regardless of who you voted for, okay, y'all, we could have voted for whoever we wanted to. In my opinion, like, that's immaterial. It matters, but to me, it doesn't matter. Regardless of who you voted for, what I'm saying is, you know what Trump said before the election, and you know what VP Harris said before the election. Regardless of who you voted for. So my thing is if you go in the store, okay, and if we look at the price of eggs, and the price of eggs then went from $3.17 to $3.67. I'm saying regardless, you know what Trump said, you know what Harris said. And if you go in the store in a month, I did a stream on this. Ask Aloha Kitty. Y'all go back and look at the content. If you go in this, I hope Trump and them thinking about this. Because if people go in the store in a month, regardless of your politics, regardless of VP here, none of that matters. If you go in the store in a month and you know what Trump said and you know what VP Harris said and you see them eggs that went up $1, what you gonna think? If you a Trump supporter, you gonna support him. But I'm saying if you are independent, those are the people who choose in the election. You see what I'm saying? You know how in Pennsylvania, with Obama, it was blue, and when Trump turned, it came red. And then when Biden came, it turned blue. And when Trump is red, those are the people choosing the president. They're going back and forth, purple, red and blue, red and blue. You know what I'm saying? Red and blue. So I'm saying what's going to happen when the American people go in the grocery store in a month and the grocery prices is up, housing prices ain't went down, gas prices ain't went down? I'm saying, what's going to happen, y'all? Aloha Kitty said 100 people here and it's only 20 likes, y'all. It's free to show your boys some love. Y'all double tap that screen, like the video, man. I'm just trying to bring y'all good content. Despite claims from President Trump that foreign nations, such as China, pay for tariffs, Muskrat said firms like his bear the blunt of the pain. And he shows CNBC Customs documents to prove it. The importer pays the tariff. The importer. The goods are not released by customs into the American territory, into the importer pays the duty, the tariff, the tax. Customs pulls the amount directly out of our checking account. This man right here, bro, listen to me, y'all. This man right here, y'all, he's saying that they paying for it. Come on, y'all. Tell me what's going on. Hold up, y'all. Let's go back. Let's see who Muskrat is. Who is Muskrat? Who is Muskrat? Who is this man who's talking? Let's see who's talking. Rick Muskrat. He owns Deer Stags. It's a family-owned shoe company. So if y'all want to be personally attacking me, he said that when that tariff come, he said that he paying for it. So Trump raising the price on somebody else's goods, you know who paying for it? So he taxing us. Yeah, those are Canadian goods, but we buying them, so we the one paying for it. Colin is talking to Ija. He said there's plenty of people that cares about what he says. Watch it, bud. You know what I'm saying? Deer Stag's most popular men's shoes sells for $50. If tariffs are imposed, look, Colin, if y'all want to get the man out the stream, y'all could get him out anytime y'all want to, bro. If tariffs are imposed, Muskrat said that shoe will likely increase to $75. From how much? What? It looked like he trying to price gouge to me. That's another thing, y'all. We thinking about that. President Trump, y'all listening? Fox News, y'all listening? Are y'all thinking about that? Okay? Because I promise you, if I owned a business and I was a Democrat, and I seen that, like, the tariffs, you know, the whole world been talking about these tariffs. So if I owned a business and I was a Democrat, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, for real? Oh, I'm going to go up, instead of going up $2 to recoup my money, I'm going to go up $4. And we're going to blame it on Trump. Anything that we're going to blame it all on Trump. We're going to price gouge the snot out of these customers. And we're going to blame it on Trump. Hey, it's Trump's fault. It's the tariffs' fault. Am I right or wrong, y'all? You feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying to say, like, y'all, let's look at this whole picture, y'all. Let's see where it brings us in the end, okay? Okay, this is what Muskrat's saying. He's a business owner in America over these tariffs. He says, it does keep me up at night. We are a family business. We consider the people that work for us part of our family. Most of our team has been with us more than 20 years. Goodness gracious. The only ones who have been with us less than 20 years are the ones we've recently hired to replace people who retire. So they're part of the family. And we care a lot, and we do what we do to help in the situation. So it's concerning what it might do to our family and our broader family. Sophia Gloria Ahmad, lead of the Global Public Affairs Practice at APCO, who has been advertising clients for months already how to communicate coming price increases to customers, said the impact will be felt more broadly than it was during Trump's first term. Guys, I'm saying, like, this is all news. This ain't no opinionary stuff. And I'm just saying, President Trump, like, oh, man, President Trump, man, I'm just saying, my boy, like, don't get yourself in a position to where the American people turn on you, because you did all that work to overcome all the hatred that was aimed at you, President Trump, from political assassination attempts to trying to get you locked up, to doing it. All I'm saying, sir, is do not, please do stuff. I know, listen, if we gonna tear something down and rebuild it, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Okay? That's how we make stuff better. You gotta, if he's saying that he wants to tear it down. So I understand the mentality is that all y'all fired. Y'all all gotta go. All them federal employees, y'all gone. All the ones y'all gotta go. He trying to do it all over again, right? I understand that. But I'm just saying, President Trump, just remember how it looks in the eyes of the people. It just looks, it just, the way it looks. Optics mean everything in politics. Even companies that have made moves in recent years to restructure supply chains and manufacturing can't move fast enough with such complicated operations to avoid significant impacts from tariffs. Surface Art, which manufactures tile and tile-related products, moved its operations out of China as a result of the 2018 tariffs and spent millions setting up operations in the United States, but it still did not have enough capacity to meet demand. Surface Art has facilities in Vietnam, Spain, and Italy to pick up additional capacity that they weren't satisfied by U.S. operations. Man, I'm finna get down in the comments because I heard somebody in here saying this. Didn't I hear him say that? Didn't I hear one of y'all say that? Didn't I just hear y'all say that? That President Trump, like, he bringing the businesses back. That's what I'm saying. Come on now, Republicans, MAGA, Trump, whoever, y'all come on now, speak up. That's what the Legal Wars podcast is for. Speak up, man. I need y'all to speak up. Because y'all follow it. I got Fox News on right now saying Vance is going to visit East Palestine. You know what I'm saying? I got Fox News on right now, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Y'all help me out. The amount of important what's necessary to feed the supply for the United States is pretty evident. And this is Kevin Stutfeld, who is the president of the family-owned company. If a blanket tariff is enacted on imports, a move being contemplated by the Trump administration with various federal departments tasked with preparing a report on potential tariffs within the next 60 days. So Trump said he ain't finished yet. What, Colin? He talking to Rebecca. He said jobs are already on the rise in the U.S., so there's a lot. Hey, Colin, keep on talking, y'all. Let's keep going. We want to discuss this, y'all. That's what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? This is our voice, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. If y'all come in here thinking that this is a hate on Trump, this ain't no hate on Trump channel. This ain't no Trump hatred channel. I don't hate President Trump. He is our president. And he won the election fair and square. He said everything he's saying he was going to do. It's not like he coming in here doing something besides the student loan stuff. Like, we don't agree with that student loan stuff or him messing with the Civil Rights Acts and all that stuff. But I'm saying the tariff stuff, like, he said this before he got elected. Now, if this is making us pay higher grocery prices, we got a voice. That's Legal Wars Podcast. That's what this is. If it's making us pay higher grocery prices, we have a voice. But I'm saying we shouldn't, even if you a Democrat, I'm not a Democrat, but if I was a Democrat like Aloha Kitty, I'd be here bagging on them. I told y'all so. VP Harris told y'all. Yep, what she said. The price of goods gonna go up. They not going down, they going up. Aloha Kitty said that. So that's what we see what's happening. I'll be in here bagging on y'all, but I ain't gonna bag on y'all because I don't know what Trump doing. But all I do know is whether I support that or not. I know that he said that's what he was gonna do. I do know that. He said he was gonna do it. He ran on it and he won. I gotta respect that. That's the kind of person I am, whether I agree with him or not. He's standing on business. That's what I call that. So y'all understand that I'm not a Trump hater. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. And I know y'all down in the comments, I'm finna get down with y'all because it's discussion time, guys. Now, guys, know that I want to say I told you so, but everything we see happening today, VP Harris warned. Eggs haven't went down. Gas hasn't went down. And just as VP Harris said, those tariffs are sure to drive up the cost of food. So my MAGA people, my Republicans, my Trump voters, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Mr. Brian C. Mr. Brian C. said, dude, I'm not MAGA. Don't disrespect. Now, he ain't disrespecting MAGA because he did vote for Trump. There's Trump voters who aren't MAGA. A bunch of them, okay? That's what I'm talking about, independents. It's a lot of people like me, independent, voted for Trump. Never thought about being MAGA, okay? So, guys, did we get duped? Trump people, did we get duped? Did Trump pull a con on the American people? It's discussion time. This is what I'm supposed to do. You feel me? I'm analyzing the situation. I'm telling y'all the news. To me, the tariffs is the biggest in the news right now, besides him firing all the federal workers. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But the tariffs are the biggest thing in the news right now. Okay? I'm giving y'all the news, facts, and I'm telling y'all how I see it and what I think, and I'm asking y'all, what's going on? Did President Trump pull a con on the American people? Y'all go back and watch the previous streams. I told y'all the reason why he won the election was because of inflation. It ain't because of the jobs. I promise y'all, it's because of inflation. It's because the price of goods. That's why he won. So my question is, y'all, like, what's going on? What really happened, y'all? What's going on? Tell me. Did he pull a con on us? Or is he just setting it up? It's got to get worse before it get better. Which one it is, guys? I'm finna get down there with y'all. Guys, I ask if y'all haven't already, y'all double tap that screen. Y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you're enjoying the content, guys. And guys, the super chat, super thanks button, if you guys would like to donate to the channel, like all my regulars been doing this morning. Thank you guys. Y'all know I love y'all showing up on Sunday morning, supporting your boy Colin, Aloha Kitty, Brian C. Y'all know I love all of y'all. But for anybody else who's not a member of the channel, if y'all want to hit that button with that dollar in it, your donations are much appreciated. Colin says the highly pathogenic avian influenza was either directly or indirectly responsible for killing more than 20 million egg-laying hens in America. That's Biden's administration. Mr. Colin, man, you know you my brother from another mother, man. You know I love you deeply, Colin. But my brother, what I feel like, though, I just feel like we're not taking responsibility if we look backwards and point our fingers at President Biden. That's how I feel. See what I'm saying? Like, look, this is what I'm saying, Colin. If I walked into your business, and we finna get into this in just a second. If I walked into your business, Colin, and I said, hey, Colin, I walked into Colin's business and say I ordered a cheeseburger. And say it was like 20, 30 minutes, I didn't get no cheeseburger. And so I go back up to the window. I'm like, where my cheeseburger at? And Colin came out. He said, oh, I'm sorry. You know, it was the shift before. The shift before, they just left without doing your order. You see what I'm saying? Me as a customer, I don't care about the shift before, the shift after, the shift tomorrow. That's all I know is I have a certain expectation when I walk inside of McDonald's. That's all I'm saying. So all I'm saying is the American people is the same thing. It's a certain expectation. And I'm saying that if they feel the expectation isn't being met, Rebecca says DEI mainly supports white women. Why you say that, Rebecca? Why you say that? What y'all feel about DEI? I'm kind of on the fence about DEI. Charles said pure survival. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Starlo said people should not get opportunities based on color or gender. Where you get that from? I'm saying that, Starlo, look. Y'all young people call it DEI. How many people in the stream that is older than 35? The people in the stream, well, I say older than 40. You know what we call it? We knew it as affirmative action. Who knew it as affirmative action? They call it DEI in 2025, but if I'm not mistaken, it started in the Clinton administration and it was called affirmative action. What that means is that we walk inside a room. Y'all, we keep on doing this DEI conversation now, okay? So I walk inside a room. This is an American business, okay? I walk inside a McDonald's in Compton. I'm gonna say Compton because I don't care where you from. Where you from? You know, if you go in a McDonald's in Compton, you know it ain't nothing but black people working there. So I walk inside a McDonald's in Compton. Okay? Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Check this out. I done walked into McDonald's. And I looked at the McDonald's in Compton. A lot of people might not know this, but I know in the back of my mind, 95% of this city is black. I walk into McDonald's, ain't nothing but white people working. You don't even know where, you know how Trump say they are busing Democrat supporters? You looking like where these people come from. You walk inside the dollar store in the black community, it ain't nothing but white people working. What? That's what we look at in the government when you look at the government and we see nothing but white people. And we know America ain't nothing but white. That's what DEI is, man. What you don't understand, what we don't understand about that. The Clinton administration, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, but I think it started with affirmative action. What they did is they walked in these government agencies, they didn't see no women, they didn't see no minorities, no black people, no Hispanics. You go outside in America, you go to Walmart now in the community, and you see nothing but black people and Hispanics and white people. But then you go in them same businesses in them same communities and they weren't hiring nothing but white people. That's why they made DEI, to even up the playing field. That's it. Because there's black people who are qualified for those jobs and there's Hispanic people. There's everybody. Listen, somebody's intelligence has nothing to do with their race color. Colin says, Ghost, you can't call it affirmative action no more. Affirmative action plan was too much common sense. The DEI is a disaster. Well, Colin, my brother, we came to it. We just fixed it. We just fixed the problem. Let's go back to affirmative action then. Because I know Colin's a Republican and I know he know his stuff. So if he a Republican from a conservative's point of view, they said they could be okay with affirmative action. Well, let's go back to affirmative action. Listen, DEI might be a disaster, Colin. And I'm saying if Trump want to scrap it. But I'm saying, I think the major problem with independent President Trump, you speaking to an independent President Trump, Fox News, Brian C., whoever, y'all, you speaking to a straight independent. The reason why independents look at it and be kind of shaky on it, President Trump, is because we just don't know. We don't know what your end game is. We know what you said you was going to do. We know what your end plan is. Your end plan is to make America great again. But that's Joe Biden's end plan. But Joe Biden got a different way of doing it than you do, Trump. So that's what I'm saying. We just don't know what this is progressing. We don't know what all these moves are doing. We just don't know. Marsha says job applications should not be based on race, should be hired because of your qualifications. I agree with that, Miss Marsha. Y'all, what y'all don't understand? Colin, can you explain this to them? I agree with everything y'all are saying. I'm not saying hire. Listen, I hate to do this because I really don't want to get in this. I like try to stay out of those kind of political things because I feel like if I take part of it, but I preach against people who are so political, they make political out of these things. Listen, I think President Trump saying that one the woman in the military who flew that helicopter because she was a woman, that has nothing to do with why the helicopter fired. All I'm gonna say, Miss Marsha, because that woman was a woman, or because it was a Hispanic or a black pilot somewhere, that has absolutely nothing to do with why that happened. It doesn't have nothing to do with race. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, Collins says John F. Kennedy technically started affirmative action with executive order. Ooh, my boy Colin in this thing, boy. Which was to ensure the fair treatment of employees. He gave you the executive action number, 10925. My boy Colin, thank you for that information. I just know when I first heard of it, was Bill Clinton. I think Bill Clinton was a big advocate for affirmative action. But look, ain't nobody saying that you have to hire somebody just because they black. But what I'm saying is that plane didn't fall out the sky because one of the pilots was a minority. I promise you, it don't have nothing to do with that. Listen, I'm not, what President Trump's saying is he just want whoever qualified. And we're going to get into that segment right now, guys. That's perfect timing. My Fox is on a commercial, so I can't tell what time it is, but I know I got to get off the stream by 9 a.m. so y'all could go watch the new documentary, Interviews with Ghostwriter, man. Look, Colin, y'all, I gave back to my channel, man. Y'all donated so much money. You know what I'm saying? Over the last 4 months, man, I went 1,000 miles, y'all. Traveled 1,000 miles across Texas doing interviews with the people. And it's coming up right after this stream at 9 a.m. So y'all stay tuned for that. Guys, if y'all have hold on real quick, y'all. I like doing this on the Legal Wars podcast. Big DW says, give it up for the people. Benjamin says, sweet oogly moogly. JC says, right. Johnny Boy says, in competition, the strongest or the fastest wins the prize regardless of color. Put more scrawny blank white men out there, every basketball team, see which team fares out. Bro, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that. Listen, I'm not saying because if you here's the kicker. Johnny Boy, here's the kicker. Who is that basketball player y'all talk about who got traded for the Mavericks? What's this guy? What that basketball player is? That white boy. He good, isn't he? This is what I'm saying. If you went to the NBA and you didn't see nothing but black people, it wasn't no white people. No white people. No white boys. You didn't have Dirk Nowinski's. It wasn't no Larry Birds. It wasn't no Lucas. It wasn't no white boys nowhere. That's perfect. Imagine you going to, that's what we saying, Johnny Boy. Imagine a basketball team that you got, and you look at that team, and it ain't no white boys nowhere on that team. And you saying, hey, I'm going to pick the best people qualified for the job. All the black boys better. So we can't gonna let no white boys play nowhere in the league. That's what I'm saying. Do y'all realize that 94% of pilots are white? 94% are white men. White men. White men. I ain't hating on it. They probably the best pilots. But I'm saying you don't give no black people a chance. You don't give no women a chance. You don't give no Hispanics a chance. That's all I'm saying. That's all DEI was created for. Colin said, I'm just saying that a lot of people could learn from the White House archives, which is available to the public. Guys, White House archives, guys, available to the public. So, guys, I ask that y'all like the video, double tap that screen. It's free to show your boy some love. Subscribe to the channel. If you enjoying the content, hit that notification bell. And, guys, that super chat, super thanks button. If you guys want to donate to the channel or start a discussion, hit that button with the $1 in it. Your donations are much appreciated. Guys, let's talk about Trump firing all these federal workers. While I'm doing the content for this information right here, right? I'm doing this content. I'm doing some research, y'all. I'm looking some stuff up. While I'm looking stuff up, I got the news in the background. Look, I'm gonna show you. I'm a news junkie, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because they talking about Trump. He going after ISIS. Trump, he in Somalia killing ISIS. That's what they talking about on Fox News right now. Hey, he said he going after ISIS. You feel me? So, bro, I got the news on, man. I'm just sitting there looking. I'm just listening to the news, and I heard, man, they said right after the plane went down, they said Trump sent an email to all the air traffic controllers, and he asked them to quit. Hey, yesterday I was like, man, you gonna fire all these people? Like, where the replacements at? But then that's what somebody said that, like, I was watching Fox, and not only did he fire, like, before, oh, he tripled down on it. He said he'll pay y'all to quit. So I'm thinking in my mind, why is Trump firing all these people in the government? Why is Trump trying to fire all the government workers? Federal workforce purge. The Trump administration is set to expand a purge of career law enforcement officials. He's trying to fire everybody. Demanding FBI provide names of those who worked on the January 6th and Trump-related investigations for potential removal. Donald Trump, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with you targeting an FBI agent just because they worked on that investigation to do with you. But I understand what he's up to, because he said it before the election. He said a move that could affect thousands. Separately, federal employees have been confused and angered by a mass offer to resign. Of course they're going to get mad. Oh, Aloha said it's already started. Aloha, let's get to it, baby. No, it's Aloha, you say it's scary. Listen, baby, guys, you all know that we have a documentary starting at 9 a.m. directly following this live stream. So I didn't research this as deep, but we will. Guys, please, 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 please tell me what is going on with President Trump and that 2020 election. Do you think Trump's request for revenge will be his undoing? Guys, let's talk about it in the comments. Jump down and let me know what Charlie said. If you scared, then vote from now on. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Charlie, listen, but that's what we have the conversation for. Like, we're not trying to, like, people are trying to, like, assault President Trump. Don't assault President Trump, man. We're not trying to assault the man, man. He's trying to do what he's trying to do. He just got his own way of doing it. This is what I'm saying about him firing all these people. Aloha Kitty, baby. Feel me what I'm saying and see if this don't make sense. Anything to do with the government that you're dealing with, whether it's Social Security, whether it's the tax office, whether it's the driver's license office, anything to do with the government. How many of y'all have had bad experience with government employees? Let me ask y'all this. If y'all went inside a government agency 5 times, out that 5 times, how many bad experiences y'all had? Because for me, if I go in a government agency 5 times, 4 of those times would be a bad experience. How many of y'all agree? Y'all put a Y in the chat if y'all agree, okay? Y'all put a Y in the chat if y'all agree that most of us have bad experiences from government officials. Y'all see the Y's coming? Charlie say every day of my life. Josh agrees. Fred agrees. Sterlo agrees. You feel me, Aloha Kitty? Marcia agrees. So I just stopped and I thought about it. Joseph agrees. I stopped and I thought about it, guys. Maybe he onto something. Maybe he's onto something. Listen, maybe we thinking that this is about January the 6th, but it might not be. It might be deeper than that. It might be about more than that. He might know stuff that we don't know besides the surface. Aloha said, don't touch my Social Security. No, but what I'm saying, Aloha, is he's saying that the people who are doing the job on the levels, well, listen, guys, we all see this in government. How many times, bro, I promise, I'm not hating on nobody. I'm not dumping on nobody, but I feel like government, people who work, like for the driver's license people, and these people have the worst attitude in the world. How many of y'all experienced it? The worst customer service in the world. And I said that before. Maybe Trump could make the Social Security office work like a regular business. Y'all thought about that? While everybody hating on Trump. You hear Rome? Why Rome hating on Trump, but maybe Trump is gonna make the government run like or work like a business. I know it's hard to do that, but maybe that's what he's trying to do. Maybe we could go into the government offices and we won't have those problems we had before. Maybe he gonna fix it. Maybe. Because all I know is I went in plenty of government offices and thinking that everybody in here need to get fired. How many? Dude, be honest. Be honest. Right now, that's what I'm saying. Republican, Democrat, Independent, it don't matter. Be honest. I'm an honest guy. Because, bro, like, I did a stream. You can ask Aloha like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm like, bro, you going to fire all these people? That's why the plane's falling out the sky. Aloha said they overworked and underpaid, and we know that. What Colin said. He talking to wrong. We just having conversations. Yeah, we just talking. Look, I'm not a sellout at all. Who am I selling out on? Who I sold out? I didn't sell out the Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. Who I sold out? I sold out VP Harris. Go ask her. No, I didn't. You ain't never heard me say nothing negative about who I'm selling out. That I'm supposed to be loyal to. Did I sell out America? That's the question. Did I sell out America? Because that's who I'm supposed to be left. Did I sell out God? Did I sell out my God? Or did I sell out my country? Or did I sell out my family? I'm saying sell out. I'm an independent, bro. I'm not a sellout. I don't understand what's going on with President Trump, so I'm asking. Look, he said, I'm going to sell out. How many times you heard me being critical of President Biden? Let me ask the stream, the people who know. Aloha, how many times you heard me being critical? A couple times. I'm not saying I've never been critical of but I'm saying I ain't never been critical of President Biden like this. Never. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just being real about the situation, bro. I'm being all the way authentic. If that's what I'm saying, Aloha, I don't be on pit, but I'm real critical. But this is what I'm saying, regardless of any of that, none of that matters, regardless, sell out, whatever. All I'm saying is when I go inside a government office, how many times have y'all did that and said everybody in here needs to be fired? Because I guarantee you, bro, yesterday, I was talking to people. Y'all know that's what I do, talk to regular, everyday, average people just like me. That's why I'm tapped into common sense on the common sense. This the Common Sense Network. Tapped in. So I'm talking to people, and when I'm talking to a guy, his girl is she basically saying the stuff for me. Every government agency that you go into, you getting bad service and they got bad attitudes. Facts. That ain't no sellout. That's facts. That's facts. You could be a Democrat and notice that. So because Trump president, I'm not a Democrat. I told y'all that from the get-go. But because Trump president, I'm supposed to say, oh, he's saying he want to fire all the government people. And the government workers are the best workers in the world. They give you the best service in the world. The government workers got the worst attitude in the world. Trump said they don't want to show up for work. I'm not selling out. Maybe it's time to get the change. I don't know. He won the election, so the American people must feel it. I didn't vote for him. That's all I'm saying. I didn't vote for him. HB says both Louisiana and South Carolina, I don't have issues at the DMV. So security office, the trick is to go right before closing. Oh, okay. JC said he's a con man, gonna line his pockets and roll out. Y'all hear what JC said? What y'all think about what JC said? I want to hear what Colin said. He talking to thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what we do on the Legal Wars podcast, y'all. We have conversations. Let's talk about it. Let's conversate. Collins, he talking to JC. He says, do you have proof of that? Because did you know that Trump was the first president that left office with less money than he started? Wow. I didn't know that, Colin. Y'all better not argue with Colin, bro. That's why Colin, the co-host, that boy be doing that research. JC says, Colin, get your pitchfork away from me. JC, we can't do that, my brother. JC, he said he's a con man. Look, I don't know, man. Colin, you made me shut up. Because I don't know. I don't know what to do. Listen, y'all, okay, let me ask the chat. And I can't put a poll up because we can't do this. I'm not going to put a poll up like about Trump. If Trump is a con man, y'all put a Y in this chat. If y'all think Trump is a con man and his goal, what he's doing right now is conning the American people, y'all put a Y in the chat. If Trump is a con man, put a Y in the chat. If he's not, put an N in the chat. I want to see. Because I'm going to say this. If you ask me that, JC, of course, he thinks Trump a con man. Betty thinks Trump a con man, too. I want to see this. Fred says no. Josh says no. Baby. Colin says no. Melanie says why. So that's 1, 2, 3. So it's more no's than whys. I'm trying to see. I'm waiting to see if some other people. Basie says no, but Elon is. Oh, you're going to have to tell me what you mean about that. Terrazetta says no. Headstock says no. Daniel says no. Fort Worth says he's a businessman. Oh, JC, I'm sorry, black woman from New York. So look, most of the people in the stream say that he not, so that might be going along party lines. Listen, this is what I'm gonna say. To your point, Colin, I would say that right now, I wouldn't say there's proof that he's a con man right now. Okay? JC, listen though. I can't say there's proof right now that he's a con man. Okay? To Colin's point. Listen to me. You gotta hear somebody out before you comment. Listen. What he's doing right now today. I seen, like, y'all remember he put his taxes out, his businesses were making like 450 million or so per year. Okay? So what he is and what he's doing today, I can't necessarily say today he's a con man. But JC, I can say this, Colin, on his behalf. Those 6 or 7 bankruptcies, Colin, I've had people, Colin, listen, though, I've heard people come on TV and said that they lost their whole business because of that casino in New Jersey. So, I mean, bro, you talking about his past? In his past, I can't say that he wasn't a con man in his past. Is he a con man today? I don't know. I don't see it. What's he conning? Who he calling? Colin's talking to you, JC. He says, well, you could be only be a woman or a man. There's only 2 genders. That's true, too. That's true, too. That's what Trump said. It's only 2 genders. I mean, I don't know of any other genders besides 2. Because anything else get confusing. Either you were born a man or you were born a woman. I don't know of any other genders. You know what I'm saying? Mandel said he's not a con man. He's a convincing man. He's doing what he said, being consistent on what he lies about. Hey, look, we could say what we want to, but he is doing what he said. Is he not, y'all? Y'all, we could say what we want to, but he's doing what he said. That ain't me flipping. That ain't me changing side. That's not me being unbiased. That's me giving y'all straight truth independent. He said he was going to do it. Listen. I'm telling y'all, I'm going back to the content because I researched this, y'all. And I had to listen. I go research this and I got to get an opinion where I stand on this. The way Trump doing what he doing, I can't say that I agree with all the stuff that he's doing. But I can tell you one thing, JC. One thing. I can tell you that he said he was going to do it. He ran on it. And he won on it. He said he was going to do everything he's doing right now. What's he doing that he didn't say he was going to do, that he did so far? What y'all seen him do that he didn't say he was going to do? Besides the student loan stuff. Because I never heard him say he was going to try to freeze student loans and stuff like that. That's why that got taken back. But I'm saying the tariffs, who in this stream didn't hear Trump say he was going to enact tariffs? Who in this stream right now didn't hear Trump? So y'all surprised about him enacting tariffs? And who in this stream right now didn't hear VP Harris say those tariffs at the debate was going to cost the average American family $4,000? We heard it. He said it. He ran on it. And he won. Elections have consequences. He won, JC. What can we say? We could cry about it all we want to, but he won. He said he was going to, that's not being turncoat or switch. Y'all used to not hearing the truth. Y'all used to that blood crip stuff. Oh, I heard you say you were going to support VP Harris, so you better not say nothing positive ever about Trump. Like I keep telling y'all the same thing over and over, like on repeat. Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. It ain't just Pennsylvania, it's 3 states. Were blue, then they went red, then they went blue, then they just went red. You feel me? It's probably about 36% of the population is Republican, 33 or 32% are Democrats. Yeah, the Republicans beating y'all. Democrats, yeah, there's more registered Republicans than Democrats now. If you didn't know that, I'm giving you the news. News Hour with Ghostwriter, Sunday special. We got a documentary coming up right after this live, a premiere. If y'all did not know that, you know it now. There's more registered Republicans in America than Democrats. If you didn't know, you know now. But you know who there is more than Republicans and Democrats? The Purple Party, the independents. It's more us than it is of y'all Republicans and y'all Democrats. And we'll vote either way on any given day. We vote for candidates. Johnny Boy says ghosts are supreme. That's because they are slaughtering millions of hens and chicken. Because of the bird flu, they will try to lock us down soon too over it. Johnny, go into that more so I can understand. You know what I'm saying? Derek says JC sounds like she might be restarted. Mr. Good Citizen says free to you, but full cost to taxpayers. Colin says Democrats just want government handouts and Republicans want government out of our lives. Colin, I don't know about all that, man. I don't. Hey, Colin, I don't know about that, man. I really don't know what to say. Because I know that might be, I don't want government in my life at all, Colin. So, Colin, I guess I ain't no Democrat. Because I don't want the government in my life at all. Zero. But it's like, regardless, that's just what happens. I felt like they was in my life whenever I was working at Walmart. So it's like, if they in my life, might as well be all the way in my life, right? You feel me? They're going to be in it anyway. Can't get away from them. Starlo says you deserve to have those loans paid off. Student debts are a predator. That is true. But the thing of it is when you signed the loan, you didn't say that. Mine were paid off. Mine were paid off. Bernie Sanders policies. Yeah, I'll speak on that clearly. The same way I'm saying I don't know what Trump doing, I'll tell you. You want me to show you? I'll show you all the stuff, the policies I got from Democrats. That's why I support them. It ain't no free stuff. It's just I feel like their policies work better for me and the people that I know. You know, I know a bunch of millionaires. You feel me? I don't really hang out with them. Just look at Obama and Biden administration, all handouts. Colin, man, come on, man. JC says, I work too hard. WTF, my taxes paid someone loan too. Mine did too. Hopefully it paid my own loan. Mr. Good Citizen, I wanted to see that. He said, college isn't even necessary. I work at a university. Man, but what about the people who do want to go to college, Mr. Good Citizen? What about them people? We got to do this, man, because I go get my stuff. I dig through my stuff. I'll show y'all my degree. That came from a Democrat's policy. And what I'm saying, who said that? Mr. Good Citizen? Mr. Good Citizen, what happens if you go to work and your boss slap you in your mouth? And you come to me and I get you $200,000, Mr. Good Citizen. You know how you got that money? Off of Democrats' policy, off of Obama's policy. Look, Mr. Collins, I don't think that that's necessarily a handout. If you allowing someone to get an education, you see what I'm saying? How is that a handout? Like, I mean, to me, that's a handout. Would y'all agree, Colin? Would you agree? Look, Colin, I'm finna read that one right there, but I want you to answer this too, my brother. Would you agree that there's a difference between a handout and a handout? Would you agree to that? You see what I'm saying? It's a big difference. Mr. Good Citizen says college is only worth it if you're going for something big like, bro, Mr. Good Citizen, you know what I am, my dude. What you talking about? I won in the U.S. Court of Appeals. You know what I am, boy. Come on, man. He said, I'm union. My boss better not. Yeah, because you were in a union, which is another Democratic policy. I'm telling y'all, Democrats got good policies. Y'all can hate all y'all want to. Mississippi, Louisiana, New Mexico, these states have large rural areas, low labor force participation. Marcia says, you did it right then. What, Mr. Good Citizen? What I did right then? You got to tell me so I can know what you're saying, y'all. Because I know you seeing something and you just, but I'm saying like, look, I'm reading 1,000 comments, my boy. Tell me what so I could know what you mean. Who is that? Avantu says, ice, baby, ice on everything. I love ice. Miss Marcia says, go to a community college, technical school. Don't expect taxpayers to pay your student loans. To Harvard. What, Miss Marcia, I hear what you're saying. I'm not even going to argue with y'all about it. My student loans are already paid off. Department of Education paid them. They already paid. You can't rescind the payment. $67,000. It got paid off. You guaranteed 10,000% you're going to lose that $67,000 plus in court. It was already paid. VP Harrison done wiped it for me before they left. It's already gone. Trump can't overturn that. He gonna get the Department of Education out of $80,000. That's what's gonna happen. It already got wiped. That's a contract. You can't take it back. It's gone. $67,000. Bernie Sanders, thank you, baby. VP Harris, thank you. Barack Obama, thank you. Joe Biden, thank you. Because Trump wouldn't have did that. That's all I'm saying. Democrats are great back in the JFK area to the 90s. Come on, man. How many elections Democrats won? Collins says we benefit from tax cuts. If you tax the rich, don't care because they pass it on to the consumers. They don't care because they just pass. I know, Colin. That's all I'm saying. That's all we saying. Mr. Good Citizen said unions like Trump, but man, don't do that. When the last time a union endorsed a Republican in a national election? Don't do that, man. They might like him, but we know what that is. Ms. Marshall said Tennessee offers a free education for high school students to technical school or community college, free for 2 years. Also offer this to 25. Yeah, but they don't do that everywhere though, Ms. Marshall. And I'm over 25 and I need my master's. And I only got 14 classes for my master's. So what we supposed to do? What we supposed to do? I ain't going to Tennessee for no free education. VP Harrison then wiped that clean. It was wiped. I ain't got no debt. 67,000. Trump can't turn that back. There ain't nothing he could do about it. It's being processed as we speak. It'll be finished processing in 30 days. All the debt gone. So I'm saying, what you could do about that? You gonna freeze student loans? Huh? You gonna freeze student loans, bro? That's a bloodbath for him the next time he run for office. It ain't nothing you could do about it. Oh, Miss Marshall says she took advantage of that to be a nurse. Salute to you, Miss Marshall. At 54, salute to you, baby. You hear me? Salute to you, sweetheart. Mr. Good Citizen says, notice Teamsters. No, they didn't because they knew she was going to lose. Mr. Good Citizen. They knew she was going to lose. I hate to say that, but they knew it. I don't care what she was saying in my opinion. What she say that was a lie? What did VP Harris say that was a lie? She told you he was going to do tariffs. She said the price of goods wasn't going to come down. She said all of that stuff. We're seeing it happening right now. But that don't mean nothing because she said that people felt Trump more. So they voted for Trump. And she lost. You feel what I'm saying? Mr. Good Citizen, actually wrong. She did say a lot that was the problem. She talked about them businesses that's price gouging. That's what I'm trying to tell the Trump administration right now. Because in the meantime, with these tariffs, you're going to have a couple knuckleheads. They're going to say, hey, we only got to raise the Tums $2 to get our money back. But we're going to raise them $4. And you know what's going to happen? It's just so funny how this works, where I hear somebody talk about a free market society and how Republicans want government out of it. I understand that. But what I want to ask y'all is like VP Harris says, what's going to happen when the people going to the voting booth? Me, I'm a voter. I'm going to the voting booth, right? And this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, listen, I'm going to vote for whoever can make gas cheaper, eggs cheaper, rent cheaper. That's who I'm voting for. Okay? I'm saying if Trump ain't doing that, and VP Harris said he wasn't going to do it. But to say that she didn't say none of the problems, bro, she talked about housing. You know how big of a problem housing is? The reason why I don't think Trump addressed housing is because he feels like he's going to deport a lot of those immigrants that's causing a housing problem. But she talked about housing. Housing is a big problem. She wasn't trying to deport them. She was trying to build more houses. She talked about immigration with asylum, but this ain't about VP Harris. She didn't win the election, but she did address a lot of those problems that Trump is going to be facing. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be greedy people who are going to look at the tariffs as an opportunity to where he's going to have to do some kind of regulating. Dude, I bet money. He's going to have to do some kind of regulating, and that's what she said. She said, you got to regulate that. That's what has to happen. That's what has to happen. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast, guys. Y'all kicking it with your favorite host, the Ghost. I'm glad you guys are here. If you guys have not already liked the video, I ask that you guys will like the video, double tap the screen. It's free to show your boy some love. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. And guys, if y'all want to donate to the channel, man, that super chat button, that super sticker button, channel memberships, $2.99. Y'all hit that button with that $sign in it. Or if you want to start a discussion, your love is much Appreciate it. So, guys, I just want to let you guys know that directly following this live stream at 9 a.m., we will have an airing of a new documentary called Interviews with Ghostwriter. In the month of January, I traveled 1,000 miles across the state of Texas, across the Texas Triangle, boots on the ground, talking to the Texas voters, asking them what means the most to them. Once again, guys, it airs today, directly following this live. Also, I must remind you about channel memberships. They start at $2.99. We have members-only content, 4 full-length interviews, as well as 2 20-plus minute documentaries. And guys, I will keep bringing the viewer's choice content, and I ask that all my mods and anyone else who wants to become a member of the channel, we would appreciate your support. Johnny Boy, when you gonna get that channel membership? Mr. Good Citizen, you about ready to become a moderator. He said 15 million illegals got housed and fed while they told you didn't have enough funds. That's what Johnny Boy, I just said that. I just said that, Johnny Boy. That means I'm on your side, right? I just said that Trump's plans probably has a whole lot to do with immigration, with housing. Because he probably feel like, hey, we got a problem with the housing situation because we got too many migrants here. So that's probably why he hadn't addressed it directly like VP Harris said. I already said that. You know what I'm saying? My boy Dwayne says subscribe. Just subscribe, Dwayne. That can't show me some love, my brother. But yeah, thank you, though, Dwayne. Like Aloha said, please do subscribe. Mr. Good Citizen says, at this particular time in history, Democrats are just on the wrong side. Why you say that? I can see where you're coming from, though, Mr. Good Citizen. I can see. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for the Democrats, I feel like this loss was almost as demoralizing as a loss that they ever had. Can you imagine putting that much time and energy into taking Trump down? Anybody down? I mean, they really tried to get him. And he came back and won. That's pretty demoralizing. I would say. You know what I'm saying? So, Mr. Good Citizen, I see where you're coming from. Johnny Boy, he said he got to go get some bread and smokes. He said it's lashing rain. Where y'all at? I'm saying it's sunny out here, boy. You feel me? It's real sunny out here. Rigorous debate is what this country was founded on. Once the talking stops, we have problems. Mr. Good Citizen, that's all we do on the Legal Wars podcast, my boy. We just have a debate. That's what I'm saying. I'm just inviting people on to have a debate. So, Mr. Good Citizen, you know I'm an independent, and you hear me say something negative about Trump, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not hating on him. Y'all gonna find out about me. I'm not hating on him at all. It's just some things I don't understand and just asking for an explanation for it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Boy, 9 o'clock a.m. You feel what I'm saying, my boy? We have everybody in this stream right now, if y'all haven't liked the video, I ask that y'all double tap the screen or like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because at 9 o'clock a.m., I have a documentary that is going to premiere. Aloha, Colin, 9 o'clock a.m. It's a premiere. You know what I'm saying? Interviews with Ghostwriter. Van, I don't like that at all. And that's what Aloha's saying. We don't like that. Any rights. You know how hard, Aloha could tell you this, how long and hard that women fought for those rights. I don't like taking away women's rights. I don't like him messing with those Civil Rights Act. I understand like his mentality. And I don't think it's necessarily done from a place of bad thing. I'm gonna see what JC's saying. JC said you are right at you're doing, my brother. Oh, he said JC said I'm great. I appreciate that. I just try to be fair about it. You see what I'm saying? Like the Democrats, they wanted me to, because I supported VP Harris, they wanted me, but I don't have to. Like, if you, whoever your party is, and you give the best candidates, that's who I'm gonna support. Point blank. And I'm just saying, like, the Republicans have good candidates. Marco Rubio, how many of y'all heard me talk about Marco Rubio? Collins said no rights need to be taken. They don't. I agree. How many of y'all heard me talk about Marco Rubio? It's like Trump was listening on that one. Pam Bondi? What's the girl who ahead, y'all, of the Homeland Security? The girl who was a mayor. Who was a governor of South Dakota. I'm saying, like, Noam or whatever, like, I don't have no problem. They talk about Tulsi Gabbard. I don't have no problem, really. It's a bunch of Nikki Haley. It's a bunch of male Republicans. It's a bunch of Republicans that I like. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I go off of candidates. And what I'm saying is, in a national presidential election, the majority of the time, I just like the Democrat. But Mr. Good Citizen, don't take that as I'm a Democrat, sir, because I'm not a Democrat whatsoever. I'm just saying I identify with a lot of things that Democrats do. You know what I'm saying? Ghost of Supreme says Little Rubio. Yeah, that's what Marco Rubio. But look, I like Little Rubio back then. I like him today. Secretary of State, that was a great choice. Great choice. Street Feed says there are necessities that are mandatory. Bro, well, if it's necessities and they're mandatory, bro, that's just what it is. But for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, Street Feed. So for every time you pull this way, it's going to be a pull that way. So that's all I'm saying. Just make sure when you pull this way, you're pulling right. Because it's going to be a pull to come back the other way. That's why I watch what I do. Because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I know that. What goes around comes around, or karma. God says you reap what you sow. That's what I'm saying. So be careful what you put out there because it's going to come back to you. Mr. Good Citizen says, I could definitely see you're independent because I assume you're going to come down on a certain side. Sometimes you surprise me. Bro, because what I'm supposed to, I look at it from the truth. Look, bro, I told you, Mr. Good Citizen. So I'm watching and I'm seeing what's going on. And then he's saying he firing all the government workers. I'm like, man, what's wrong with this dude firing everybody from? And then I just started thinking about it. And I said the last 5 times I went in a government office, 4 of them times I said everybody in there need to get fired. And I know some of y'all had these experiences too. So if I'm feeling like that, why would I be biased and say, oh, because it's Donald Trump? That's what I'm saying. If y'all thinking of me as a Democrat, then it's going to look like I'm two-sided or I'm flip-flopping or whatever because you're thinking of me as a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'll vote for a Republican faster than probably a Republican. And I'll vote for a Democrat too. I'm an independent, bro. I'm no party affiliation. So you see me supporting this Republican and you like, what? But you don't know that I'll support. That's common. You feel me? Ask Cindy Hyde-Smith, a senator from Mississippi. You feel me? If y'all want to know who she is, her name's Cindy Hyde-Smith. Colin, you hear me? She a Republican senator from Mississippi, the junior senator. And I never met Senator Hyde-Smith, but I met people in her office. And she a whole Republican. And let me tell you something about Senator Hyde-Smith. A whole Republican from Mississippi. Senator Hyde-Smith, in my office, out of all the dealings I had with any federal government office in America, a Mississippi senator, a Republican woman Mississippi senator, her office worked better than any agency I ever seen in the federal government in my life. And she a Republican senator. and she running for election in 2026. And on the Legal Wars podcast, any Democrat who is from Mississippi and is thinking about challenging Cindy Hyde-Smith, any Democrat from Mississippi that is thinking about challenging Cindy Hyde-Smith, don't do it. I'm going to dog you and trash you on the Legal Wars podcast daily. Don't do it. See what I'm saying? And she a Republican. That don't matter to me. I don't care what she is. I know I call her office and I seen government work. I don't care what she is. I would make up a party, Republican, Democrat, make up one. I don't care what party she is. I know I call her office. I know what they're supposed to do, and I know what they're not supposed to do. And I know her office did 10 times more than they were supposed to. And she a Republican. I don't care what party you in. That don't mean nothing to me. That means something to y'all. So y'all think that means something to me. I'm just looking at the truth. Hold up. What Colin says, he talking to Sterlo. He said Trump's still a Democrat in most of his views. He is, though. But the Democrats don't see that because they don't want to. That's true, Colin. But I see it, though. Sterlo says, I think Trump trying to make our country as good for all of us that he can, bro. I can't, listen, I hear people hate on that. I can't say anything. I'm not going to hate on what he's doing. Listen, y'all, I'm going to say this, dog, and I'm finna get out, y'all. Listen, let me tell y'all this, okay? So, like somebody in this stream said, he said, I'm going to make America great again. When Trump, if we be honest, when Trump came, when he was running again, right? Whenever he wasn't talking about the election in 2020, what happened to him, right? He started talking about all the stuff that's wrong with America. So he says too many illegals are in America. He's saying grocery prices too high. He's saying gas prices. He got a litany of things he wants to do to make America great again. Among the litany of things that he wants to do to make America great again was taxes. Am I right or wrong, y'all? He said something about taxes. Did he or did he not? Did he or did he not? He said something about tariffs. He said something about immigration. So he said on day one, y'all remember that? He said on day one, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Y'all remember that? So day one came, he just did what he said. Whether you agree with it or not, he won the election. I don't agree necessarily with all of his policies, but that's the way he wants to do it. So if it works, let's give it a chance to see if it works. And if it don't, we're going to talk about that too. Brian C. says Trump not a Democrat. He's a moderate Republican, y'all. I can't do nothing with my boy Brian C. Brian C. tell me to do something. I'm going to listen to him. I'm scared of Brian C. That's my dog. Brian C. be correcting me all the time. He said he not MAGA and Trump is not he a moderate Republican. He ain't no Democrat. Brian C., ain't nothing wrong with him being a Democrat. That just show that he can on both sides. Guys, if y'all have not already, I ask that y'all like the video. Just double tap the screen. Subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoying the content. Y'all hit that notification bell because in about how much time it is, y'all? In about 45 minutes, I got a new documentary coming out, y'all. Interviews with Ghostwriter. What's up, Miss Asha? Sterlo says, but that woke trans and the rest of the DI gotta go because it keeps our focus on color. We ain't rich and we ain't gonna be so while we fighting still about color. Brian C. said being a Democrat is wicked. Brian, what you want to... Hey, I ain't no Democrat, though, Brian. You feel me? Brian, you know I'm not. I'm not no Democrat, though, Brian, so you can't say that about me because I'm not one. But that is pretty funny, though. You feel what I'm saying? Colin says, Brian, Trump hasn't changed his views since back in the day on The View interview where Whoopi and all of them wanted him to run for POTUS, then hugged him and praised him. Now look at The View. That's all politics, Colin. That's what politics is. You see what I'm saying? But I just want to put it out there for y'all to know that I try to be as fair as I can. We talk about the news, and then we have a discussion. We have a conversation, what we think about it. You see what I'm saying? Those tariffs, how can we not care about tariffs? Colin, Asha, Mr. Good Citizen, Ghost of Supreme, Brian Sterlo. How can we not care about tariffs? When all of us, it might not be, grocery prices might not be number one on our list. But what I'm saying is, for America as a whole, he got them 2 million more votes than her because he said that he was going to do X, Y, Z, and they believed it. So I'm saying, if we go in the grocery store and the prices raise, how can we not care? That's the reason we voted for him, right? So we're going to say something about it, right? I just got to be objective. I can't come on here and say, oh, man, that Donald Trump, oh, stupid Trump. I can't do that. Most people ain't going to be like that. Colin says Trump was a Democrat, views hadn't changed. Most people ain't going to be like that. If they voted for VP Harris, the people voted for VP Harris, them 75 million people, they probably going to dog Trump the entire time, regardless of what he do, how good the economy is or anything. Their whole thing is to go against him. I'm not that, Mr. Good Citizen. That's not me. I pray for him. I hope the best for America. Guys, if y'all watch, once again, in approximately 40 minutes from now, you guys are going to get a notification. All my subscribers, we got a premiere. I interviewed a guy here in Texas. And bro, I'm saying, that's what I do. I have conversations with regular people, regular voters. That's how I'm so tapped into how people feel. Because I don't have air conversations. I talk politics with people. You know how people talk weather with strangers? I talk politics with strangers. I was talking politics with this lady. And this guy was coming out the store. He said, oh, yeah, Trump gonna get me rich. No, I'm sorry. He didn't say Trump was gonna get me rich. He said Trump gonna get us rich. He said, oh, yeah, Trump gonna get us rich. I said, what? He said, yeah, it's our turn now. Trump gonna get us rich. So I went over there, I did an interview with my man. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I want to hear everybody's side of the story. That's the kind of person I am, because I don't just think that the Democrats are right about everything. I think they're right about a lot of stuff. And then we start talking about what's a man and what's a woman. We start talking about what's a man and what's a woman. That's like saying what's a wallet and what's a pocketbook. I'm being for real. Or look, I got a better one because I can illustrate. What's a hat and what's a beanie? This a hat. This a beanie. I had to do that. Just changed on you. You see the difference? You see the difference? It's a difference. You see the difference? That's what I'm saying. The Democrats don't know the difference about some stuff. Like that issue about a man and a woman, I don't think the majority because the majority of America is either a man or a woman. So they're not going to identify ever, not the majority, what you changing and saying and doing. I can't go along with that. I could never be a Democrat. I can't go along with a woman choosing to have sex with 5 men in 2 weeks and don't know which one the baby daddy, and she want to have an abortion to take away from her the mistakes that she made. I can't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of things they did, a lot of policies they made are really good. So I'm kind of in the middle. Mr. Good Citizen said it's damage we've been asking for. JC says you watch TV. I speak to all kinds of people every day. No, JC, that's what I do. You watch TV. Brian C says Canadian liberal government will wave the white flag. Oh, no, not at first, though, Brian. Not at first. You know, America, Brian, look, if Colin here, Brian, I think America gets most of its oil. If I'm not mistaken, they get most of its oil from Canada. So I'm saying, what you gonna start doing? Buying oil from the Arabs? You gonna buy oil from the Russians? Nah, that ain't what he gonna do. Trump gonna drill himself. See, he got a plan. You see what I'm saying? Joe Biden buying oil from people. Trump saying he know in 6 months they gonna be getting most of their oil from out the ground, so he ain't gonna need Canadian oil. See what I'm saying? That's why I just came on here asking y'all if y'all knew what the plan was. Because I didn't know what the plan was. I'm trying to see what the plan is. Sean said Canada's going to make their books and Hallmark cards even more expensive. Y'all don't disrespect Canada. Mr. Good Citizen said he hadn't watched TV in about a year. Mr. Good Citizen, that ain't nothing wrong with watching TV, though, is it? It don't matter where you get your news from, as long as it's accurate, right? Colin says Trump wasn't flying that plane or helicopter. No, he wasn't. But Colin, I was kind of disappointed to hear him say that had to do with the. I really was. Because there was a woman flying that helicopter. But I'm saying that helicopter ran into that plane. That had nothing to do with a race, sex, gender, or none of that. That's how I look at that. That's how I'm different with him. JC says no time for TV. Why not? Mr. Good Citizen says, y'all so crazy, man. Mr. Good Citizen said most Americans are happy with what they're seeing. I'm sorry if it bothers some, but it's true. That is true. Most Americans, he's doing what he said, and that's what he voted for. But Mr. Good Citizen, him attacking the rights or the rights of women, or him attacking student loans or student aids, I don't think most Americans are okay with that. But that's what I'm saying. As far as the tariffs and stuff like that, that's what he said he was going to do. Legal Wars Podcast, y'all. Legal Wars Podcast, y'all. We are approximately 37 minutes from a premiere. You know what I'm saying, guys? 37 minutes from a premiere. Interviews with Ghostwriter. You guys, I asked if y'all haven't, if you guys have liked the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the content, hit that notification bell. And guys, that super chat, that super thanks button. If you guys would like to donate to the channel or start a discussion, hit that button with that dollar in it, and your donations are much appreciated. Colin says Ghost, but you don't got to consider he is POTUS. And if he said that he may have some information American people don't have, he has a lot. And that's what I'm saying, Colin. I'm just wondering what's going on. I'm not going to shoot him to the curb. I know he got a plan. He was talking his plan the whole election. I know he got a plan. I'm just trying to figure out what his plan is. Maybe if we talk about him bad enough, he could tell us what the end game is so we can know the end game. You feel me? Because I know he got a plan. He ain't doing it if he ain't got a plan. He was telling us the whole time prior to the election. So if he know A, B, or C is the problem, he know this is how he gonna fix the problem. It's just Trump's way isn't the way that everybody else would take it, but that's why the people voted for him. Brian says, I think the Black Hawk was looking at the wrong plane. They were, Brian. That's what happened. And they were flying too high. But there's reasons for that kind of stuff, and that stuff happens. God says time and chance happening to them all. So we don't know what God was doing behind that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying I don't think it had nothing to do with DEI. That's what I'm saying. Asha says Jim Crow everywhere. Sean says drill, baby, drill. Energy independent. Sterlo says rich versus poor. That's all it is. Who gonna win, Sterlo? The rich or the poor? Who gonna win? But that's right, Sterlo. That's all it is. Rich versus the poor. That's what it is. So where the middle class gonna stand in the fight? Are they standing with the rich or they gonna stand with the poor? Sterlo said people watch YouTube and see people with them fancy cars, but that has to be like a little child saying that. Guys, I think that's our time, though. You know what I'm saying? He said Trump trying to get on board. Scott, I can't do that, though. I can't get on the Trump train. He could hire me. I'll go work for him. Real talk. Strategist or think tank? I go work for them, strategist or a think tank. But like getting on the Trump train, I can't. That's like being a Democrat. Brian C. said that's wicked to be a Democrat. To me, it's like choosing a side. It's like America got two sides. I can't choose no side. I chose America. Like, both of these are America's children. Republican and Democrats. Choose one. Choose one. What? Brian C. says, I think air traffic control is at fault. They shall warn the aircraft. But Brian, they did, though. They said, hey, you see that plane then? They said, yeah. You feel what I'm saying? He said, hey, you see that plane? He said, yeah. But the plane he saw was, bro, it's just a bad situation, y'all. It happens. Y'all, we see this in life every day, don't we? Don't blame Joe Biden. Don't blame Barack Obama. Don't blame black people. Don't blame white people. Trump, listen, sir, you're not running for re-election. Who cares what people think? Let them think that you're inept and you can't do your job. Who cares? I'm saying I wouldn't stroke division, and I wouldn't do that. Cause I mean, you gonna start, it's like, to me, he like calling Black Lives Matter and Antifa. He trying to wake them up. Maybe he probably ain't doing it intentionally, but I think that's just the way he governs. They call him a chaos governor. I think that's just the way he governs. I don't think he's doing it intentionally, though. Sterlo says Democrats want to see us stuck one day while they steal our country. But Sterlo, like we were talking earlier, Democrats did a lot to help too. Somebody was talking about student loan debt. Democrats wiped off $67,000 in student loan debt for me. First, they allowed me to get the $67,000, then they wiped it. I got my health insurance because of a Democrat. Y'all hold on real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. I could say I got my health insurance because of a Democrat. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe in trashing on a party. I'm sorry. Just like Brian C. said he wasn't MAGA, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm an independent. I don't believe in trashing a party. I don't believe in trashing the Democrats or the Republicans. I'm going to make y'all all independents. Who in here ain't an independent? Who in here ain't an independent? Raise your hand. Look, Brian C. says he's a moderate Republican, right, Brian? So, Brian, you close enough to an independent. Brian, my general. Aloha, she a Democrat. I'm going to make her like Trump more than she like him. You feel that? Colin is a Republican. I'm going to make him more open to the other side. JT is an independent. You feel me? So you riding with me. Rasheed, we do need more people working to build an independent party. Definitely. But I don't even know, like, who was JFK was an independent. I didn't even know the independents had a platform. But we need a platform. We definitely do. We need a platform. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if y'all have not got the notification, guys, the notification is on. Interviews with Ghostwriter premiere, guys, right now. Guys, I know y'all got the notifications. Interviews with Ghostwriter is on right now. So, guys, I'm going to end this live stream right now, and y'all stay right here in this channel. If y'all don't go to this, if y'all ain't on this channel, y'all, I mean, if the notification didn't pop up, y'all please put Legal Wars Podcast in your search bar and click on the video. It's live right now, guys. So I'm going to end this stream. I thank all of y'all. We had a great stream today. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of views, a lot of participation, a lot of support. Brian C., I know you're going to church this morning. Have a great day. Have a great Sunday, Brian. Colin, I appreciate you. Much love, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Other people that participated, my girl Aloha Kitty, I think she done bounced on me. So, guys, if y'all will, like I said, y'all go ahead. I'm going to end this video, guys. Mr. Good Citizen, y'all. Please, 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 if y'all want to know about me, the Legal Wars podcast, I did 4 interviews with 4 different people. It's playing right now, the premiere. Guys, I got to go. I want y'all to go over and watch the premiere, please. I love every last one of y'all. I thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for watching the Legal Wars podcast. I'll see y'all at the premiere. And then after that, I will see y'all on Tuesday morning. I love y'all. Y'all always remember, whatever we go through in life, Jesus loves you, okay? Y'all have a great day and be blessed.